everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to the Stamp Studio. I've got an easy gift card holder for you today made with an envelope. This was inspired by my dear friend Rhonda Wade. So come on over to the craft table and I'll show you how easy it is to make it. To create the gift card holder, you're going to need an envelope. This is the Stampin' Up! Medium white envelope. Now typically the envelope would be sealed this way, but for this project we are actually going to fold the flap backwards. Now I'm going to put adhesive here on the edge as well as on the sides. I'm going to seal it to the back. Now I know the gummed image is showing, just bear with me here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half. So the gummed image is going to be towards the inside. You won't be able to see it. This designer series paper is from the Gold Soiree series, and of course double-sided beautiful paper, huh? This is 3 3/4 by 6. Now you may need to trim this a little bit depending on how you folded, but my whole idea here was just to be able to wrap this around. Now you're going to see it's a little bit longer here, and if need be you can go ahead and take your scissors, but I'm just going to trim a tiny bit off. I'm going to begin by wrapping this. It's not adhered yet, just so that I have a crease, and now I'm going to add some adhesive. Now I'm going to add it actually to the designer series paper and not to the envelope, just so I have a little bit more control. And this is going to get wrapped around our project. I realize that this is open. If it bothers you, you can seal it. But I actually cut a strip of 1 inch by 6 inch designer series paper from the same packet to create a belly band. Now I want the raw ends in the front because I'm going to hide them. So this is actually just going to get wrapped like this, and that's going to keep it closed. I found without sealing it, it gave my pockets a little bit more of an advantage to sliding in and out. I've used the 2-inch circle punch with that same designer series paper to create a background. And I'm also going to use a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock. To coordinate with the designer paper, I'm using the Pistachio Pudding ink pad and this adorable image from the stamp set that's called Crazy About You. Now I love all the sentiments, and you're going to see how I actually put several sentiments together to create a phrase. So I'm inking up my flower, stamping that on here. Gotta love photopolymer, you can see exactly where you're going. And in this case, this stamp mimics the 1 3/4 inch scallop circle punch. So I'm just going to turn this to get it lined up, and I'm going to pop out my image. I'm going to mount my flower onto my circle with dimensionals, and then I'm going to mount the circle with more dimensionals, and that's going to go here in the center. See how we're going to hide that little seam? Now inside the pockets I have cut 2 of the pistachio pudding. These are 2.5 inch by 4 3/4 inch. Now these are going to slide inside what was once the envelope. The first one is where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm using the baked brown sugar, which I find mimics the gold beautifully. And I've mounted Celebrating You all together from that stamp set on one block. Mounting that and stamping it here. So this is going to go here. And I found glue dots seem to hold the best for me. Or you can use sticky strips. So I'm putting 1 glue dot on each end. This is going to create like a tab for my card. Going to fold the other one in half, doing the exact same thing. Now we're almost done. Got to have some pretty little bling on there because you know me. So I am going to use some sequins. Okay, so I've got my 2 sequins on here. Now the first card with the greeting I'm going to put towards the front. My second card will hold my gift card or an additional greeting, and that's going to go in my back pocket here. Last but not least, this is screaming a little bling to me. Now you can add another sequin, or in my case, I'm going to add a rhinestone, and I'm actually going to use a bigger one because I want that to stand out just a little bit. There you go. Cute, huh? Gift card holder made literally in minutes with an envelope. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week.